Well, my friends, imagine my joy on New Year's morn to discover that as of midnight, 40,000 new laws went into effect on the state and federal level. Now, of course, neither you nor I have any idea what those 40,000 laws actually are, but no doubt we're all in compliance with every single one of them, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, a few of these laws sound okay to me, laws toughening immigration and voting ID standards, but most of them are just plain ridiculous. Things like the elimination of drink specials, otherwise known as happy hour in Utah, and the mandatory teaching, of the history of gay and disabled people right here in California. Joining me now to cut through the kudzu of the ever-growing jungle known as the state are my two fellow law-abiding lawgivers, Steve Hammurabi Green and Scott Mosesman Ott are with us. Hey! Gents, 40,000 new laws, and that's just on midnight January 1st. They got me to thinking. That's 39,994 laws too many. So as a public service to our listeners, I thought we'd boil it down to 6 laws. 6 laws for the entire year. Stephen Green, I saith unto thee, bestow thy first law.
I came up with it a while ago. I call it the Omnibus Do-Over Act of 2013. It's very simple. Next January, just in time for the totally GOP Congress to send bills to the new GOP president, the Omnibus Do-Over Act would read, and this is the whole thing. I've got it right here. At the time of the signing of this bill into law, all acts of Congress passed between January 3, 2007 and January 3, 2013 are hereby null and void. Any and all offices, commissions, committees, mandates, excises, or spending established during that period hereby cease to exist in their entireties. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Yeah. Scotty, thou art wise and merciful indeed. Proceedeth.
Well, frankly, I think a great law would be a law that said, and maybe this should be a constitutional amendment, frankly, that says that the federal government may not send money to anybody except in payment for goods or services required for the operation of the federal government. So if you need to buy a tank, fine. If you need to buy an iPad for the president, okay, well, it's arguable. But you shouldn't be able to ever write a check to somebody as a grant or as a loan or as some sort of a subsidy that goes to an individual, a corporation, or any kind of organization.
Unto thee is given much wisdom. And now, verily, I say unto thee that my first law shall be this. Thou may not spendeth more than thou taketh in. Balanceth thy budget, thou morons and charlatans. Steve, unto thee is granted a second law. What will thy will be?
Oh, I get another one. Actually, no, I gave this one some thought. I guess it's something like, Congress shall pass no law to which Congress itself is not subject, and any laws giving Congress special immunities or privileges not specified in the Constitution, those are all null and void. You know, we got to make these guys eat their own dog food. We've been eating it a long time now.
Well, Vodka Pundit shall be read upon thine computer screen at vodkapundit.com. Scott, unto thy great wisdom is vouchsafed a second law. Uttereth it, and it shall be done.
Well, actually, I'd like to return to the original constitutional provision that said Congress must meet on the first Monday in December. And that was really the only requirement. So I'd say let them get together on the first Monday in December, have their meeting of Congress, and then go home. Because, frankly, I think if they had to spend a lot more time in our neighborhoods and communities, they'd understand the way real people live a lot more effectively, and they'd be much more difficult to lobby because the lobbyists would have to fly all over the country to meet with them instead of being able to find them all lumped together in one little Sodom and Gomorrah-like walled city.
And lo, Scott Ott did speak, and behold, Freedom Charter was born right here upon this very PJTV. And finally, unto me is given a final law, and let this be the greatest among all laws maketh by the hand of man. Art thou ready? Behold, thou shalt maketh no more laws. So let it be written, so let it be done. For thy entire PJTV covenant, Bill Whittle be my name.